motivation basically. Um, just to start the December with a different weekly inspiration. So first is about don't quit or just do it. I mean, yeah, when we are in a certain position, we need to figure out where we can say don't quit and just do it. I mean, life is all about something that we should do and not should do. I mean, yeah, you can choose what you want to do, but if you can, just don't quit within a situation. Just face it, and you have to find best solution for it. Yeah, Mas Bunny. Okay, then the second one is take the risk or lose the chance. Yeah, it's basically related also to work. When we have something that is risky or not familiar to us, it's related to don't quit and do it. We learn to take a risk. Uh, how big is the risk? Just try to take it. Compared to we lose and lose or something around that. I don't really have weekly affirmation, but I hope to inspire yourself to motivate more and love yourself. All right. I will continue to the company vision. Uh, with my heart on the light everywhere, every time, and everyone. And the mission will be support the vision, which is we would like to inspire the light through hospitality innovation that positively transform our guests, employees, and the partners. So all of the pillar of company basically. Yep. Let's just move out into the weekly update from the guest side, the community side, and also the employee side. So I'll bring first to Evander here. If no, perhaps Cynthia, would you like to represent Andrew for the updates?
Yes, thank you, Telilis, and good morning, everyone. I hope you have a great morning today. And yes, this is actually our guest. Not our guest. This is the potential guest, but he said that maybe the price is too high, but I think he is impressed with our service. So yes, our guests are current guests, past guests, future guests, and potential guests. This is our potential guests. Even we haven't created any booking with them, but we still delight them. So yeah, even though it is not converted, but we have already give our best service and they are delighted by our best service. That's the things. That.
Okay, Cynthia. So the first one is from Andre. It is about the potential guest actually.
Yep.
And it's like giving us a testimony, not really testimony, but aspiration where we actually serve the guests whether we cannot convert. And it's really good because uh, in the future we might not know that they will come again to us
Exactly.
and then brings some delightful experience with us.
Yes.
Thank you very much for from the guest side from Cynthia. I would like to continue to Rafiq from the community side.
Teh Lilis,
Yeah.
may I there still one?
Oh yeah. Oh, you haven't updated the last one. Okay, sure. I'll come back to Cynthia.
Yes. This is actually from our guest at La Joya. I'm not hosted this guest directly, but I love the way he
Yeah, Bu.
delight us.
Yeah. Oh my God, you mute, please.
I love the way he delight us by saying the spirit of tetap semangat menghadapi pandemi ini. It's kind of like, wow, thank you. This kind of like um, delight us. Instead, we are delight the guests. I think they are delight as well, and then the guest right now is delight us. So it's very beautiful.
All right. Yeah, I just see the word like tetap semangat menghadapi pandemi ini ya, right, Cynthia, that you highlighted. Yeah. Actually, I'm also experiencing what is that communication with guests, right? And they really understand sometimes how we survive from this difficult situation. And yeah, it's not really we are lowering down ourselves, but I mean. It is a way that we can actually understand each other. So we know that they are also surviving, and also we are surviving, and we can help each other basically. Yeah. Thank you, Cynthia. Any more? If no, would like to move to Om Rafiq.
Okay, thank you, Lilis, and good morning, everybody. So this is not last week. I think this is yesterday. So regarding the product development, we talked yesterday with Olivia, is the Wiska owner. So product development have a lot of feedback and very good feedback as well about to improvement regarding the product development. So thank you for Nadia, Aldo, and Ross to arrange this meeting. I think that's all. So we will find a next good what is called partner. I think it's the next one will be lot six, but Chris maybe.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Right, it will be beautiful. I guess Jing last time Jing and Wayan meet Chris for something regarding commission. Then
Yeah.
perhaps we can also come back with the new product. It is from the Busy mobile app. Is that correct?
Yes,
Um,
correct.
okay, yeah. So this is one updates from the community that we're also doing a user evaluation. I guess it's something related to product development. The new product for yeah, perhaps if you're curious, you can ask Aldo or Nadia for further updates on the product itself. Okay, continue to Ara.
Okay, good morning everyone. Thank you, Mbak Lilis. And then for this one, I picked up, highlighted some of the inspired team members. So first, I saw that somebody's learned how to build commitment with partners and how to communicate with partners. I think the best approach is suggesting by showing the pros and cons instead of commending. And then second one, I learned from Kara the easiest way for a beginner interviewer to get effective answer is to keep asking why. And then the last part, there's somebody learned, even though there are more tasks, but I have learned to work efficiently, so the results are worth the effort. So that's three of some. A lot of people get inspired, but yeah, I attached three highlighted one. So yeah, back to you, Mbak Lilis.
All right, thank you, Aras. Yeah, so the second one is interesting since you are HR. So you apply the Socratic method, and I guess for anyone who haven't familiar with that method, the way of asking why for any kind of topics that you are really curious or you want to know how far someone understand of something. And yeah, for the commitment itself, yes, I guess this approach is suggesting of showing pros and cons instead of commending. Yeah, pros and cons, perhaps like something that will become positive or negative for something that you suggest to partner. Yeah, it also can work. Thank you very much for sharing this. Uh, that's all the updates from three sides of our pillars, which is the community, guests, and also employees. Actually, for this one, I think Ding is not here. Am I correct? Hmm. If I'm correct, then I will just give it that way for the survive and thrive allocation budget, which is 80% and also 20%. But previously, during the leadership session on the November 27, we actually defined and we are in thrive while surviving. I mean, for example, like product development, it is not related to revenue generation right now, but VD and then Aldo and then Mas Bayu, Nadia and Chris is working on product development where supported the operational excellence that helps the surviving mode. So If we said that we only budget 20%, I'm not sure about that, because the product development is specifically created to help the operational excellence, whether it is on surviving or thriving itself. So, and today we also see like some improvement in the revenue itself. Um, we currently see like not really linear pattern, but positive gradient of our revenue, and it is really good for that. And perhaps we would like to start to thinking about more tribe budget in this case, but I'm not sure about that. I just bring the cases or the issues, then perhaps I would like to discuss with Jing and also the BI team regarding how we can, how is our strategy in the near December to the 2021. And then what is recovery for Bukit Vista? This is also the discussion from leadership session on November 27th. We don't have any conclusion yet of what is actually recovery for Bukit Vista, but from this discussion, we we think that recovery for Bukit Vista, where we can fully thriving stage, not surviving anymore. I mean, we're not worried that our revenue not cover the expense that we spend during the month. So it defined as a recovery for us, and also we able to grow the employee in terms of number and quality or quantity. So it means that yeah, we are not working in a sufficient employee. Sufficient means really pack. I mean, we can grow each other, and we can grow the company, the employee in terms of quality and quantity. And the last one, perhaps in the BI sense, where actually we can see the data and make sense, specifically regarding how we can project something. The seasonality is coming back like previously in BV 3.0. So that's a little update from me from the surviving tribe location. For the principle itself, I don't see any updates from last week. So I'll just keep it and continue to this one. All right, for this, the November and December team. Actually, this is already December, but I'm not deleting the previous discussion regarding the team. Previously, we set a target of 66,000 US dollar for November until December 31st, and and happily that we already achieved the target, but but it is really beyond the target. We get 38,781 dollars for November, and also 65 for November. So yeah, you can say hooray. Congratulations for everyone. I believe that everyone's supporting this for receiving the revenue from employee side, from the guest side, from the community side. More details that I would like to bring up here is the target, the usual target for a monthly revenue is 33,000. And then after passing the target, me and BD actually talk about how about setting up a stretch target. But I'm not joining the last week all hands, but I heard something that Mas Rizal already stated something about stretch target. But from my understanding, the target is actually 15% errors, positive errors from the projection. We project about $32,000, and then the extension of that, or the 15% plus error, is about 37. So from the stretch target from me, at least, we also surpass it because we receive 38 700,000 for November. Once again, congratulations. And then I would like to move the December. I would like to note the starting revenue for December today, which is 65,900. It's almost achieved 60. 6 the accumulation target from November to December. And about this, I haven't get any number for the target to sell for December, but I think next week we'll be back for that target. I mean, we have to evaluate the availability of revenue, and also the next one is the pivoting of marketing to focus on market building rather than helping up the sales, because I agree with this. Why? Because it is the sales itself already almost rigid, and it can be delegated from the awareness side that is marketing handle. So I would agree with this. This is an overview of our November and December plan, our November achievement and December plan. If you have something to ask, you can ask me outside the all hands, right? Okay, so global ideas, it is still the same. About this one, also the same. I would not read it again. If you are curious, you can back and read it again. Okay, move to the personal updates. Move to Om Rafiq.
Hello, good morning. So my personal
Yeah.
update is no achievement so far. Personal growth is just enjoy my routine duties. And then the actionable discovery is this is related to work. Sometimes you are so relaxed. Sometimes you're so very busy. It depends how you manage your time. Just enjoy and make it fun. That is from my experience before. So if you could read mine, I think it's I want to read my son and perhaps to make it easy to make surprise for him before he talk with me what he wants. I think that's it from my side. Back to you, Edith.
Alright, so you want to read your son's minds to
Yeah.
talk about something Nick is to surprise him. Okay.
So before he talk to need something, so I already know what he want, right?
Right, so you can make him happy,
Yes.
even
Yeah.
happier. Right, it's really beautiful of a father, yeah. Jadi
Thank you.
nggak ada yang canda. Okay, right. Continue to Tandy is not here, I guess. Hi,
Tandy still have a meeting or something with.
meeting. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rafiq, for the updates. Hi, sir. Welcome. Do you hear me, sir? No. Right. No problem. Okay. I would like to continue to Ross. Please give your updates.
Thank you, Kak Lilis. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So from me, personal achievement big and for biggest personal growth, I think that awareness is my savior for not settling into untrue situation. For example, having an awareness that I am overwhelmed in doing my assignment, and I immediately evaluate myself in managing my time and my energy by rearranging my schedule. And biggest actionable discovery, I take time to evaluate myself and reset it according to the result of the evaluation carry out. And about the people to read their minds, I want to read the minds of those who like to dwell alone in solitude, because I want to know what wisdom they get in solitude, like Buddha. I think.
All right. So, what is solitude? Actually, I don't really understand about that.
It is like high level from silence question.
Oh, right,
It's
right.
the highest level.
Okay, then you have to go to cave to do the meditasi, yeah, so you can get that experience. Okay, thank you very much, Rose. Is Andre here? No. Okay.
Yeah, Mbak Lilis.
Oh, yeah. Please update your personal updates.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm joining a bit late. I creating an inventory analysis, and I also finally hosting Villa Kanha, even though it's like just like 5 walk from the base to access the guests that want to make a visit for monthly. And then the biggest personal growth is just is about the understanding more about teamwork and creating system with a correct expectation for all of the team member. My biggest actionable discovery is like whoever you are, you still need to ask for feedback from people so you know what happened to you and find out the blind spot on yourself. Cheers. And if I could read mine, whose would I want to read and why? This is sound weird, but I was wondering about this, about about some terrorists, but in a positive way, because I want to learn about their versus like the human resource management. I noticed that they're actually creating system for the victim or member and how they nurture the team. They always like uh, keep them on the same vision. I'm sorry, this is vision and mission, and also about the negotiation things. Know how they persuade people to join easily with the correct message and channel. But that sounds weird, but I will put it on the positive way. How would they create a good human resource and negotiation? So that's for me. Thank you, Marilyn.
Yeah, it's weird. You want to read in a positive way from some bad terrorists. Okay, okay. And I also realized that are you missing offline hosting, Andre?
Yes, who's outing offline? Meet them in the villa. That's fun.
From your tone and also your update on the achievement, you feel like very happy to host in Villa Kanha directly to the villa. So yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like
finally meet.
the offline hosting. I'd like to offer to Cynthia.
Yes, thank you, Telilis. For me, for the achievement, for this week, I was conducting and processing together with the PVE Talk team, and then experimenting new pivot for advocacy on a Facebook campaign, and also arranging happy hour with Aldo. And then move to the next one is my personal growth. I think being able to deliver my opinion, thoughts, and my friction to the right person in the bigger picture for the sake of team's improvement. And we're gonna move to the biggest discovery. I think by taking a decision is important and don't let your team hanging. It's still better even though you fail rather than not taking any decision at all. Fail fast and be resilient. And then if you ask me, I'm not sure if I could say this or not, but it's actually Siddhartha Gautama. It's Buddha, we know it as Buddha, or maybe a monk. um, I wonder how peaceful their mind is when the world is so crowded. So that's from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, so it is a bit similar, yeah, with Ross. You want something that is peaceful in life, and you can do meditation also. All right, thank you, Cynthia. I'll offer to Nadine.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Okay, so this is my team and my personal achievement. So the first one is back hosting in Villa Olala. So good to finally meet the guests on site, like Andre, and also gaining trust from several partners to manage their reservation for their properties. That's actually my biggest achievement. So I met like some partners, and they actually know Nadine, that the one that handling the reservation, and that's basically achievement for me. And then got Max on Didi's place back on our track finally, and commit to have a good communication with Bukit Vista. And also thanks to Kak Tendi as well for retraining him about bigger and toolkit and make it as simple as possible for Max. So Tendi is like arranging the, I don't know, the shortcut on his phone, make it simple as possible. So it's complicated for Max. Okay, and then for my because personal growth is so lately from the cases between BV and the partners, I learned actually how to build commitment with partners and how to communicate with partners. I think lately what I saw is the best approach is always by suggesting, by showing the pros and cons instead of commanding. Okay, and then next is the biggest actionable discovery. Yeah, just maintain a good communication with others will reduce potential of any conflicts. And this is who, what is that? so yeah, I just finished O.J. Simpson series on Netflix. So after that, I want to be able to read his mind to know whether he is the real murderer or not, and also read Robert Kardashian mind to know what he exactly think about his best friend at that time. And then because the actor play his role and showed a very big guilty expression when OJ declared as free of charge. This actually the series is amazing. I learned a lot about the cards and how the lawyers negotiate with the judge, and then how the lawyer brainwashing the jury. That's just amazing. It's a new thing for me actually. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, Kak Louis.
Okay, thank you, Nadine. I think you guys should watch it because I also haven't watched it. Perhaps you can have some spare time to do that. And regarding the thank you, Nadine, for helping us how the cases with the Kuto, I guess it is related to partners' commitment on how they will work with us. So thank you very much, Nadine. I would like to move to Maria.
Thank you, Lily. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hope you are doing well. Yeah. So for my personal achievement, I got more deals in Facebook, and I'm able to make the conversion in Facebook stable. And for my personal growth, I think I still need to learn more about time budgeting. And for my actionable discovery, small and simple things matter as long as you do it with your heart. And for uh, the mind reading, I would like to read the guest mind so I could know what they want without asking. I think that's all from me, Kak Lilis. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Yeah, we see that from here that Maria is really HAR person because something related to updates is related to guests. And yes, it will be very happy if we can read the guest mind, so everyone's mind basically. All right, thank you, Maria, for the update. Over to you, sir.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm in Santa Barbara this evening actually on Monday, and I came in a little bit last minute, so I want to apologize for that. It's always a little bit tough kind of coordinating while you're on a road trip. But one of the things I feel like is a big achievement is being able to watch our company operate without too much of my direct involvement. Illustrates, I think it's a whole new level in the company's capability at this point. And for everyone who's been here for, I think, a few months, there was a quote I put up a few months ago from Ray Dalio. He's one of the hedge fund managers for Bridgewater. He wrote, I understand that to be truly successful, I need to be like a conductor of people, many of whom, if not all, can play their instruments better than I can. And if I was a really good conductor, I would be able to also find a better conductor than me and hire him or her. And there's one more part to that quote that I didn't attach. And the last part goes and sits back and watch the machine just happen beautifully. So this part is, I feel very privileged and very, very lucky to have such a great team. The next part on personal growth, I'm learning a lot about vulnerability. And this kind of syncs with what Maria just said. By being a guest, I started realizing how vulnerable I am. Like things that I have absolute control of when I'm at home. It's things just as simple as having a table. When you're a guest, you might not have that available as easily as you need it. So I'm learning a lot about the struggle of actually being a guest. And my actual discovery is actually it's really hard to be a good guest. You have to keep the culture of the place in mind. You have to think about the host. You have to read house rules, and you're supposed to read everything they send you. And it is, and I appreciate a lot more how hospitality can touch the heart. I'd love to be able to. I remember reading a book by Ray Kurzweil who talked about the AI singularity, and this idea is that machines will be able to create better and smarter machines at some point, and intelligence will reach essentially an infinite point. And that's what I would like to be able to see. what does the mind of AI look like when it's reached that single? What does hyper intelligence actually look like, and how can you see the world? Okay, that's it. Back to the chair.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, we're actually kind of weird because you are not surrounds us. I mean, I mean, not coming to saying we're seeing something like that. But thank you very much for believing in the team for
Absolutely.
me, and we hope that we can do better for some. Thank you, sir. So next to Ara.
Okay, hello everyone. So for my biggest achievement, this is pretty exciting. I the team is early jump start for the next upcoming debate talk because usually we're doing day minus 2 weeks, right? But this for this one we got to do longer. So this is a little bit exciting, and the things that have been going on is that creating co-host proposals. So we have a proposal for partnerships right now for the co-host, and then maintain a close engagement to previous attendees, which is connecting potential co-hosts DSC Ottawa, Canada, and Afra China, India. And then for the achievement, this is personal growth, yeah, focus. I think I realized it's something pretty key to keep you effective at anything. Yet I'm still trying to dig deeper on how to be highly focused on things that I do. And then for actionable discoveries is that project management is something pretty new to me. And for this BVE talks, appointing members should be involved in the event committee should be done strategically too. So that's what I've learned in this past 1 week. And then reading minds, I think Elon Musk, because SpaceX, Tesla, I fancy those things, and I've been wondering about how that genius minds works. And yes, this when I said genius, he just got some awards. I don't know, like labeled as one of the most genius people in the world. So yeah, that's what I've been wanting. Back to you, Lilis. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ara. So you want to read the genius Christian minds, and yeah, it's really I think everyone wants to, but once you can read, I guess you will be confused. I mean,
Yes,
how we can how we can process something like this too, right? So
yeah.
thank you very much, Ara. Well, next, Shalene.
Okay, thank you, Lilis. So, hi everyone. So, for my update, some personal and team achievements. So, I learned how to delegate things to RV or new intern, and then increasing like the distribution post for job vacancies. Posted our internship and full-time vacancies to UI, Unpad, UGM, and Telkom University. I also got a few potential speakers and co-hosts for BP Talk 10. So yeah, kudos to our team for that. And for biggest personal growth, I decided to take up a free course for HSK5, which is like equivalent to like IELTS or TOEFL for English, but this one is for like Chinese language. So even though I'm not taking the test in the near future, I need to like brush up my fading language still. So yeah, and then for my biggest actionable discovery, when some things didn't work according to plan, it's time to do something about it. So yeah, that's what's happening with our freelancer role. So yeah, we're deciding to like move it into like temporary position, and yeah, let's see how it goes later. And last but not least, I would like to read this person's mind. So, Susi Pujiastuti, she is our former minister in, I think it was KKP, I forgot the English name. So, yeah, she's a badass, but cares about the environment and the people a lot. So, yeah, this is from her, like, famous quote of Tenggelamkan. So, yeah, that's from me. So, thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you very much, Lynn. So anyone doesn't know Susi Pujastuti names, you have to you will be synced by her. Thank you, Celine. Continue to RV.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My biggest personal achievement is I chaired a meeting and shadowing an interview for the first time this week. And for my biggest personal growth, I can say no to keep my principle. Um, for the actionable discovery, I learned from Kara the easiest way for a beginner interviewer is to keep asking why to get effective answer. And if we still don't get the answer that we think is ideal, then it is not in our control, but it's the interviewees capability. And then if I could read someone's mind, I would want to read my mother's, because I would like to know how she think about having a daughter like me. Obviously, this is the best mother in the world for me, but I'm not sure if I am the best daughter for her. Yeah, thank you.
All right, yeah, it's really beautiful, Avi. Perhaps you can do an interview to your mom after this session, yeah? Okay, Mas Dayu, continue to you.
Okay, thank you, Lilis. Good morning, everyone. My achievement. I've been doing some activities in coaching the team and try to deliver a result in product development. But so far, there's no impactful achievement that uh, I can show to you. The personal growth this week, I learned best practice in serverless architecture. This is something related to product development and deployment. And then actionable discovery. I think as leader, we need to again remind to show how OKR works. By leaders, I mean I think everyone in the company. You lead yourself because OKR is the way to lead yourself, basically. Uh, so what is that? The most important thing about OKR is that activity is not equal to result. So there's an OKR stands for objective and key result, but actually there are three components in them. So there's objective. This is the impact that you want to achieve, and then the action is the activity that you do to help you achieve that, and then the result is the measurable indicator that you have succeeded. So I think once you understand that, you can understand where when to celebrate and then when to pivot to another strategy and managing or navigating in your project or campaign maybe. So that is that for the actionable discovery. Then next one, if I could read minds, I want to read minds to anyone I talk, because I think this is what I always think. I think people are communicating what they want entirely every time everyone talk, right? We always try to avoid hurting feelings. We don't want to sound stupid. That like default setting, right? Even I do it myself. So I'm wondering how people would sound like without that layer basically of communication. So yeah, that's from me, Lilis.
All right, thank you, Mas Dayu. So I guess we all need to learn to kindness to ourselves and also other people, particularly ourselves. Thank you, Mas Dayu, for your updates. For next is from media.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Kalilis. So my personal achievement for me, like having the chance to talk with some property owners, actually helped me a lot for the mobile app projects, because I know what they're actually their needs and goals, and it's actually inspiring me delights. And what is it? Personal growth. So for me, its details matter again, and also confidence with what I'm doing. Because actionable discovery, I would say like having discussion with someone on certain topics actually helps a lot in making better decisions. And if I could read minds, actually, I just want to read my own mind, because without the confusions of like emotional attachment, actually I've been spending time like, inside there untangling and tidying and sorting things up, and like there's a lot of pile that ought to be unceremoniously dumped. So I would like to explore every nook, every crannies, every corners of my own minds, and I'm pretty sure that there are a lot more exciting minds out there. But for now, I'd be happy just to read my own mind.
in English. Especially. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Nadia. Yeah. I do. You think that we can't read our mind? I mean, yeah. That's I'm curious about. Thank you, Nadia. Would like to over to Chris.
Okay, thank you, Kalilis, for the opportunity. So for me, my personal achievements are have a steady sleep schedule during this week, and then become more fluent to write code in Node.js plus Express environment, and that fully involved in the development process of project Hada Suga. For the team achievements, completed the prototype and requirements for project Hada Suga, and now it is now on the development process. So uh, kudos for that, everyone in the PD chapter. And then um, because growth,
Yes, personal growth.
personal growth. I have better time management skills and learn to make it as a habit, and also able to code and solve several challenges from C++ or M for Node.js. And special thanks to Coffee D because he actually the one who initialized to use this C++ or M in Node.js. And the next one is biggest actionable discovery. Knowing the real cause of a problem is the only key to solve it. Before searching a way to solve the problem, make sure to understand the problem itself. And then I actually the same with Gara. I want to read Elon Musk's um, mind. Actually, still curious about his thought process and how he managed to lead several companies at once, but still acting like this, like in the picture. I mean, and also, is it appropriate to use this kind of picture here? Well, maybe that's it from me.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. Nadine said like video also. Yeah, we see that video is always apa mengikuti happy hour, but the job is done. So yeah, it's crazy also, right? Even video is not Elon Musk. Thank you, Chris. Oyan, over to you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So I hope everyone have a lovely morning. My update system achievement, we onboard like 4 partners, as Kaya, Big Villa Complex, Villa Premium, Villa Daddy, and Villa Hidup Baru. Hopefully we get new um, new guests for this one because it's new villas that we onboarded. And then biggest personal growth, watching more mastercards. The content is in mastercard is more useful compared in social media. And then the biggest artisan discovery, understand about your work and the team and discuss what can be improved and pivot to the next level. It's beautiful. And then the other thing is like, actually I was like wondering about Albert Einstein, like wondering the process of the way he's thinking about science to the next levels. That's it from me, guys.
Okay, thank you, Mawayan. So you want to be scientist? It's interesting. Yeah, you can perhaps learn together with King to be Albert Einstein. Thank you, Fernando.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Hello,
Bila Devi. So for the achievement, it's a team achievement. I'm creating a UX measurement with Nadia for extracting better insights from our users, and also for the marketing, we define prioritization on marketing to support December theme. And for the personal growth, I think it's important for us to have confidence in what we have been working on. If we're not confident with it, and other people will also question about your progress and also about your work. And for the actionable discovery is asking personal feedback one-on-one from your team could lead you to having a better work and also discover your blind spots. And for reading mind, I want to read everyone's mind. I'd like to know what people think about me.
Thank you, Aldo. I think you are cute. That's all. Thank you. Over to Rizal.
Okay, thank you, Lilis. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
From my team, from my achievement is basically this team achievement. We create prioritization to support December theme for marketing chapter, and also Airbnb operational task is can be done by intern. And then for the biggest personal growth is public speaking. So I be the chairman at the last all hands and got feedback from BV members. And also I learned about self-organized architecture. I believe this is from our last discussion in leadership discussion. And then actionable discovery is elastic strategy is the best method that we do right now by adjust with situation and condition. And I remember the last discussion on leadership also is we talk about elastic or dynamic or flexible strategy to achieve our survive mission. And then people that I would read their mind is this guy. So I will watch his movie and understand the plot without read the review or watch the review. Christopher Nolan, yeah.
Okay, Mas Rizal. Who is the guy actually? I don't know.
Christopher Nolan, Lilis. Inception, Inception
Oh,
movie.
movie. Okay. Thank you, Mas Rizal. Yes, over to Danny.
Okay, thank you, Lilis. Good morning, everyone. So, from the best achievement is, I think, it's team achievement. First is glad to see Grace achieve her target Instagram awareness funnel. Congratulations, Grace. And the second is able to run Instagram ads that can bring traffic to website. So that Vira able to convert into 3 deals with booking value above 50 million rupiah. So congratulations to Vira as well.
Yay.
The next is apa namanya? Apa namanya?
Personal updates.
Okay, personal update is even though there are more tasks, but I have learned to work efficiently, so the results are worth the effort. And the next is I think I don't have extendable discovery, but for the last is I want to read a Bill Gates mind. So I've been watching Netflix documentary about him and amazed how he sharp his brain even after resign from Microsoft. So yeah, that's amazing.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani, for the achievement and everything related to Bill Gates. Perhaps I want the money more. No, just kidding. Let's go to Grace.
Okay, thank you. I hope you are starting your first day in the last month of 2020 very good. And for the team achievement will be my team achievement will be increased ratio of inquiry purpose in Instagram. And for my personal growth, since today is the first day of the last month, so we have a lot to be excited, nervous, and uncertain about next year. But no one can of anxiety can change the future. So we just worry what needs to be worried and what we can change rather than stuck in trying to find out and wondering as long as we prepare ourselves well. And then for the biggest action of the discovery would be we experience productivity peak and valleys. So in a day we have like time when our brain is at the peak of our productivity time, and it can be used for complex tasks like that requires problem solving and critical thinking. And after the peak time, we can keep working, but we won't be as effective as when we are in our peak productivity. So this point of time can be used for daily routine tasks that requires less complex thinking. For me, I'm curious about Kamala Harris because she is a senator and was an attorney and will be the vice president of U.S. next year. So I'm just curious about what is her plan and what's inside her mind as a woman as well.
Okay, thank you, Grace. So, yeah, just continue to me. Okay, for my achievement, last week I have upgrading the agent like for 1 month, and I'm really happy to get things more efficient, the agent more active and something like that. So I'm more ready to delegate to the next person that will coming. Still waiting for HR to supply more person to BI. And then also with the team decide a certain mid strategic decision like regarding the website and also employee allocation. Employee means like the interns and doing stuff like outside the chapter or something like that. And then for my personal growth, I have a better time management with the working and social life stuff. And then for actionable discovery, delegates after we define at least one best practice for things that we want to delegate so people understand what is actually the objective, what is actually the target of this. And I would like to read Donald Trump's mind actually, because I really wonder why he's so confident with this extraordinary mind. Let's say the best word is extraordinary mind. Thank you. Would like to offer to BD.
Right, thank you very much, Liz. So my achievement this week, able to present Project the Nick in the front end freelance, and do more delegated or tandem coding with Chris through VS Code Live Share. And I think this is a team achievement. There are more demands for small features and data visualization, such as campaign monitoring or more data access to interns. So the awareness towards data and also technology that we're using for Vista is growing rapidly. And then for personal achievement, the personal growth this week, able to solve more technical problems related to SQL. And I was also able to take more actions on bug fix cases. There's a board for that. And then the actionable discovery. So while overseeing partial processes, I noticed that Booking.com now have inquiry features. The email is available in Gmail, and perhaps I believe that the inquiry feature appears around mid October. So there are more possibilities to convert more deals in Booking.com through one, but we don't have it automated yet, and perhaps we should. And then by surviving with limited resources, we are actually performing Thrive processes to create a leaner, surviving operationals. And then if I can read a mind, I will. It would actually be interesting to read the mind of an animals, because reading mind of humans are mainstream. That's it.
Okay, thank you, PD. But my question is actually, do animals think?
That's a question that I would like to know the answer to, actually.
Okay, is Vera here? I guess no, yeah, because Vera is heading to exam. I'll read her updates. For the achievement with Mas Gani, we increased the long-term rental page views until 92.4% compared to last month. Yay! Yeah, it's really great. And then been months since we stopped playing piano, no reason. Yesterday I tried to play again and learn some new song. Perhaps next time we need to hear Vira playing piano.
No, thank you.
And then we don't have to say yes to everything. It is the actionable discovery. And Vira would like to read Pablo Escobar mind, wondering what's in his head so he can arrange such strategy to distribute drugs and become the world's most powerful drug trafficker. Okay. Okay, thank you, Vira. Let's go to David. David. Are you here? Yes.
Yes, Kak. Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
For my achievement, I have no biggest personal achievement. And next, for personal growth, I learned to solve all of problems so that when I finish, I can be more calm. And next, for actionable discovery, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And next, if I can read people minds, I want to read Adolf Hitler because I wonder why Adolf Hitler could think of such a crazy plan during his leadership. Thank you, Ika. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, David. Next to Naval.
Thank you, Lilis, and morning, everyone.
Morning.
My team achievement is social marketing team achieve last week target. Congrats, team. And shout out to Lilis, Mas Gani, Maria, Nadine, and Cynthia, and also Andre. And good job, team. And then my personal growth is I learned about Chris Voss class about negotiation. He explained how to win an negotiation with anyone, whether it's terrorist or businessman or with anyone else. And it's crazy how he explained everything in details. And then my actionable discovery, feedback really helps so I know my performance and persona so far. And then for the last one, to whom that I want to read
to mind is Magnus Carlsen, one of the best jazz player in the world. I would love to see his mind when he read the next 20 moves in chess. Oftentimes he played against 15 people with blindfolded and still beat them all. That's
All
really
right, thank you, Naval. It's interesting. You can also be it to prove that you already understand the negotiation skill, or you need to practice more. Thank you. Okay, so that's all for the personal updates. I'll see if there are any core value recognition. Yes, I guess Grace and sorry, Gani.
Yes, thank you, Lily. So I'd like to recognize Grace and Kira for never settle, fail fast, and have a high spirit. As a mentor, I'm very proud to see the development of Grace and Kira. They both have high enthusiasm for learning, which gives me to never settle as well. Grace is a great discussion buddy. She has a good critical thinking. Meanwhile, Kira was diligently and excited helping the website development. And congratulations for the achievement, both of you.
Yay! Thank you, Mas Gani, and congrats to Grace and also Fira. I think we don't have any more core value recognition, and we'll finish it like on time. But I would like to add more things. Only like 1 minute, I guess. This is from HR. HR needs me to explain more about personal team achievement. It's actually any kind of achievement. I mean, achievement activities mean achievement, but the result is a little measurable. So you can put any kind of achievement activities that you're doing last week. Means like yesterday until last week lah. And then for the biggest personal growth can be non-work or working personal growth. So if you are on diet, you lower your apa namanya berat badan like 5 kilos, it's also a personal growth. And then for the biggest actionable discovery, it's anything that you would like to see in the future, or the result of things that you would like to do in the future. So it can be new things or existing things that have some improvement. Yeah, that's all from the all hands today regarding the revenue itself. Tableau, I don't show it because the time is up, and the sketch is almost here regarding the revenue. Something other related to the stats, you can see the Tableau. The growth of the company. I'll see only the growth. Yeah, the growth of the company. So from BI, we are measuring the minus growth from the previous year, and we achieve 85.8% minus. It is increasing from the previous month, so it is good, but still minus. So that's all from me today. Thank you very much for coming, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye, Les. Thank you for hosting.
Bye.
Bye, bye. Thank you.
Bye.